Hello? Hello? Are we live? Are we good to go? Are we here? I don't know if you can hear that. A plane's going over. Perfect time to start. I have my window open. I always have my window open because it gets too hot in here when I'm recording to have it closed. So keeping it open keeps it a little bit cooler. But especially when we get closer to summer, I'm going to start sweating and it's not going to be fun. But, you know, it is what it is. Hello, everybody. I should preface that this is not a Miraculous stream. This has nothing to do with Miraculous. You will get your Miraculous stream in like 9 weeks, okay? So if you're here for Miraculous, it's not Miraculous. I'm not going to talk about Miraculous. I'm going to ask that we not talk about Miraculous in the chat because this is for page turner. That's become a a relatively big issue now that we have gotten into the busy season of Miraculous. So yeah, this has nothing to do with Miraculous. We're just making a map, so if you want to just chill here and, like, I don't know, I'll probably just be talking about something random. So if you want to just relax, it's perfectly fine. Just know, doesn't have anything to do with Miraculous. Not going to be really talking about Miraculous at all. So I feel like I just have to say that every single time I start, because each week we get more people, more new people here, and they're like, well, let's talk about Miraculous. It's not Miraculous. So yeah, that's for a a different time. Different time in a different place. Anyway, this week we are continuing the map of Ilaria, and I did want to talk about what's going to happen after this because we are getting fairly close. Let me switch over here. We can see what we're doing here. So we are doing pretty good. We have the mountain island. This is looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. You know, it's not like, you know, perfect, but it's pretty good. So I would say mountain island's pretty much done. Research island could have a little bit of work. I don't know like what else we're doing here. It's not really like fully planned out as far as each of the places. That's sort of why I want the map, so that way we can like do a rough idea here, and then in the future, if we're like, all right, we want another like town or like a building here, we can add that in the future, so that way we just have like a marker. But at least now that we have the map and the general layout, we can sort of look here and say, all right, I think there should be a town here and a town here. So I think that was the biggest reason why I wanted the map, is that so we could start developing where we wanted towns and stuff like that. And then we've done enough of the farm island, I think, for now. I think that's fine. The farm island's not super important. We got this little extra island, the Lost Island. I don't know if that's what we called it. And that's pretty much all we have done. So we will either be finished this week or next week with this map. However, after we are done with this map, we don't, because I know we're in the theme of world building, but to be perfectly honest, we don't really need to go full in depth on everything. Like, I mean, sure, it'll be good to have like the main major city of each town, right? That's good, but we don't really need to fully flesh out everything on the farm island, right? That's just how it is, because most of the time we're going to be on the King's Island. So definitely, I think we need to flesh this out next. Like, after we're done with this, we're doing the King's Island. However, what I wanted to talk about was whether or not we should do that on stream. Because yes, the King's Island, since it is just a singular island, it's not going to take nearly as long to do. It'll, like, I don't even know if it would take like a full 2 hours to do just this island. But what we're going to do is we're going to make, like, we're going to get a map or like another like canvas of this size, and then we're just gonna take this, blow it up, and then that's gonna be, then we're gonna populate it, because that's what I want to do with each of these islands. But obviously, like I just said, it's not as important to do that with each of these islands. Like, we could just do that as we need them, but I definitely want to do the King's Island first, since that's where most of the story takes place. So anyway, a few options is we can either do the King's Island on stream and then the rest of them off stream, because I don't think the rest of them are that important. Then once we have them for the most part finished, then we could like go on. We could have a stream where we're like we go through each of the islands and we're like, all right, here's this. Any changes? If no, then we'll just move on. If yes, then we can make those changes. It'll be quick. Or we could just do them all, like the enlarged versions. We could just do all of those off camera. So I don't know what we want to do. I'm just putting this out here because we do have a few weeks left, I think, of this map. And then after that, we will have to move on to whatever we're doing. Do want to do the King's Island. I think I want to do the King's Island on stream, though. So I think we will do at least... Well, I at least want one full stream of the King's Island. That might not even... Like, we might not even need a full stream. But I think we should do that for the King's Island. Rest of them, they could be done some other time. Think this general map on stream, then we can do each individual island on Discord. Okay, yeah, something like that. I don't think we need a full stream for each of these islands, because A, that would take way too long, and B, they're just not as important. So, yeah, anyway, we are working on these islands and just doing like one little like town or whatever, like the major features of each island. Also, I think we're gonna have to add more lakes and stuff, because I was thinking about it. And this water is not actually water here. Like, the islands are floating, so they have no access to water aside from the lakes. And I mean, sure, there are like water creation users, but it's like they're gonna need a little bit more water. So I feel like we need to add more of these. Now, in comparison to the scale of the map, like, these are a lot bigger than they look. Uh-oh, we're in the red. It looks like it just dipped for a second there. These are a lot bigger than they look on the map, because like everything looks a lot smaller on the map, but those are actually quite big. So when we do the enlarged versions, it's going to be a lot easier to have like little rivers and little ponds and stuff. So I'm just putting it out there that I think we're going to need a lot more than just these few. I mean, Farm Island, yeah, there will be a few more here, but for the most part, I think most of these, there are not enough. So just putting that out there. Anyway, what island would we like to start with? Would we like... We could do any of them, really. The easier ones... Honestly, I don't know. Cave Island, I think, will be relatively easy to do, because most of that's underground or in the clouds. So... yeah, okay, let me just say this again. This stream is not for Miraculous. Please refrain from the Miraculous discussions, because we are trying to do page turner. Does anyone have a preference on which island? Let's do Spiral Island, because it just needs trees and villages. Okay, good. I like that. I like that. All right, let's do it. Let's see. Symbols. Let's do the towns first. Why am I cutting out? Hopefully, are you guys experiencing buffering? Because for me, it dips like every once in a while. Hopefully, it's not that bad. What was that one pack that I like? It was somewhere down here. Ah, here it is. It's this one. Right here. Alright. So, the Spiral Island, if I recall, this one is the one where they have, like, a lot of, like, competitions and stuff, right? I think everyone on stream was saying something about the lakes, because for a lot of them, you drag the river to the edge, and everyone was like, how many waterfalls are we going to have? That's a fair point. I feel like we just need more of these things. Like the ponds or the lakes that hold water, not necessarily the rivers that go off the edge. But I still feel like this is not... Like, there's not a lot of these that go off the edge. I want there to be a little bit more than what we have right now. So, just putting it out there. Like, if in an island where there's quite a lot of people, having like one... Let's see, this one has 4... Having only 4 waterfalls that go off the edge, like, that does not feel like a lot. So, I don't know. Okay. Tournaments and training here. That's right. Okay. So, we got like a little arena thing. Oh no! Shoot. We're gonna have to do this weird scaling thing. Forgot about that. And it's annoying because, I wish it... Oh. Oh. It's a little bit bigger than I wanted. Oh, that's quite small. Alright. Good enough for me. We got our little arena. You can't even tell. When you're out here, you're like, huh, it looks like there's something there, but you don't know until you zoom really far in. It's whatever. We know it's there. We can stick a few more of these on the outside as well. It's gonna make me scroll all the way down again. No, it's not. Alright, nice. That's very nice. We can put a few more here. Let's do a red one. There we go. Now you can have 3 more little things. Next, let's do... These get pretty small. This one works out. Let's do a few. Well, let's have there be a little bit of a bigger one next to the water. You can have a few here. Let's put another one. Ooh, that one's a good one. Yeah. And then we can't forget about like the training barracks, right? And I feel like they would want to be like on a little separated island out here maybe. So let's have them have little barracky type things out here. Now let's match with the color theme of red. Is there any others? But we could do like a little post. Little camp. There we go. That's like a little nice thing, right? Then we can do a blue one over here. We got blue, blue, and then little tower. There we go. That's pretty nice, right? All right, and then trees. This one I feel like has a lot of rocks too, so maybe we could do some rocks in here too. Let's see. Do we have... Here's some little nice rocks. These rocks I feel like fit in quite well, you know? We could go like... Wait, does this... Wait, does it... No. That's weird. Hold on. Rotation back to 0. Is this what they're supposed to look like? That's... I don't know, I'm getting... Why are you not undoing? Undo! Oh, no. Oh, there we go. That's a little weird. We're just gonna go... maybe like that. Well, let's try to stick to more of like the places where it has actual rocks, you know? Go a little bit of a rotation on this one. Oh, what are these? Interesting. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. Let's go rocks. More rocks, except no rotation on these ones. We don't necessarily need like a bunch of rocks, but it's kind of cool to put a few in, you know? Put some there. Maybe we'll put like one rock here. Alright, I think that's fine. We don't need to get too rocky here. Next, we can do some trees. What trees have we been using? We've been using these. Yeah, that's the tree we've been using. We can keep it the same. I feel like there's not gonna be as many trees here. Like, I feel like they're gonna be a lot more rare. And you know what? Honestly, I'm feeling more tropical trees. You know what I mean? It feels more... Like, this island just feels more tropical to me. So is anyone going to be opposed if we use tropical trees? or more jungly. I don't know. Jungly is hard to do. I don't know if I have like any jungle. Not palm trees. Okay, I won't do palm trees then. You use the forester tool for the farm island. Well, yeah, all I did for this one was I went like this. That's all I did. Jungle. This is what I used for the other, like those were the jungle trees that I used over here because I couldn't find anything else better. So I don't. Do those ones work? The other thing I could look for is it's more tropical. I could look in the symbols. Oh, those are fine. All right. Let me look real quick to see if there's any jungle things. There's jungle, like trees. All right, no jungle. There are trees in here. So let's see. Let's search for the trees. Let's see if there's any jungle. There's more palm trees. Huge tree. This sort of looks a little jungly. Maybe. It's a little more exotic. And then we got this, like, forest. Not really, anything. Plus, this one's a lot harder because it doesn't have the brush, so you have to manually put them all in. So I'm gonna just do the other trees. Yeah. Giant broccolis. I don't know if I talked about this last time, because we did talk about food last stream. But what's your guys' favorite vegetable? Oh, weeping willow. I'm feeling more of the other one. Just one palm, yeah. Let's go this one. Although, does anyone else agree that they shouldn't be as common? Like, I feel like they should be very spread out. Like, there's a tree every once in a while. I mean, like, obviously they're going to be a lot more common on the actual island. But, like, just for the representation, it's like it has a lot less trees than... maybe something like this. Put a few on the islands over here. Something like that. Is that too many? But yeah, I would say these are pretty big. It's... You can't go... This is the smallest you can go, so... You know, but I think it's fine. Or are you talking about big like this big? It's fine. Kodori said not as common. Are you talking about this is too common, or in general they should not be as common? I think that's relatively okay. Yeah, to get this map, you're really gonna have to zoom in. You have to zoom in a little bit. I don't know if we maybe should have done a less graphical, but we can always just zoom in. We can just zoom in when we're talking about stuff. It's fine. All right. I think, are we good for the Spiral Island? I think that's pretty much it, right? We got our little villages. Well, actually, there's not really anything over here. Let's do a quick, like, house. Let's do a few more houses in here. Then we will, then we'll move on. I'm using Wonder Draft. That's the program I'm using. Alright. Here are the houses. I think these ones can get a little bit smaller. Yeah, let's do these ones. Let's have a little temple, you know, because why not? Alright, I'm good with that. That is fine with me. Alright, next island, what should we do? Are any of us real? Am I real? You never know. I could just be a computer-generated human being, and you would never know. You've no proof that I exist. Oh, we just dipped again. What do you even put on a cave island? All right, you know what? Let's do cave island. I actually, before the stream, I searched this up because I was curious, and there's one crystal. At least from what I could search for. I don't know if there's any others. It's not like perfect, but it gets the job done. If it'll load. You guys can't see this very well either, so you know. Is it gonna work? Hello? Here it is. Alright. It's not perfect. Yeah, not the biggest fan of the art style because it's very pixely. But it illustrates what we needed to illustrate, and that is that there are crystals coming up from the ground. Okay? It does that job. And I think that's fine. There we go. And then we will do, we'll go back here and we'll do a little bit of cloud. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Are there any like cloud villages? So here's some clouds. We don't need that. All right, I'll just do the normal village preset that we're doing. Da, 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 da. Here it is. Let's do little cloud village up here. You know how it is. Gotta have the cloud village. Yep, looking good. I think that's fine. Maybe I'll add a little bit more over here. But I think for the most part, it gets the general idea. Got some houses up on the clouds. All right. I think... Oh, wait. We did say that there was maybe like a little village or something over here. Because they could survive over here on the tip or something, right? So we can add like a small little... They gotta be careful though. Toxic. Do they have little boats? Maybe we can add like a little boat. Show that they have, little paddle boat. Yay. They use this to get across. I guess it wouldn't be a paddle boat, because that's not how it works. There's no water for them to paddle through. They have small little boats that allow them to traverse the sea. Not the sea, the air. Let's go like, yay, alright. That's good. Alright. Starting to feel like an island now, or a map. Still a boat though, yes, but this boat is it looks like a paddle boat, right? But it's not like you wouldn't actually use paddles, right? You would just have like a wind user as like the captain of the ship, right? So it's not the same. All right, what island should we do next? What's our preference? Normal Island, Tree Island, Pastel Island, King's Island are going to be the hardest ones to do. And those are really basically the only ones left. So we saved the hardest for last. Kings. So we do the Kings. Maybe we should give a boat another name. Call it a float. I kind of like that. I like that idea. That's a good idea. The boats float. We can give them a new name. They do float. Why are boats called boats? Is there like a reason behind that naming? Because I'd be fine with calling the boats floats. That's kind of funny. What about monster? All right, so it's between kings and monster. I saw 2 for kings, 1 for monster. So we'll do kings. We can do kings. All right. So the kings, I don't know how we want to do the kings because it's a big city. And I guess there's gonna be a castle. Sorry. I'd like to keep it all in the same theme. Did we have a castle somewhere else? We did, and that was the same style too. So let's try to find a castle that's of the same perspective and style from this pack. Because I quite like this pack. It's very nice. Okay, well that's the end. We could do like a oh, that's a canal. That's not a it's not a castle. It's got a lot of different, it's got 2 different perspectives, but oh, well, here's the castle thing, but oh, here's more boats too. Problem is, I don't want it to be an upward facing one. I want it to be the other one. I want it to be this perspective. Do they have a castle in this perspective? Oh, I guess here's one. There we go. That sort of works, right? Is the castle, did we say the castle was in the middle? Was the castle back here or more towards the middle? I don't remember what we decided on. Boat is from Old English, bot, which is of Germanic origin. Okay, so there's not, like, it's not like it meant like float on water or anything in a different language, maybe. I don't know. Was this placed in the middle or was this? Because I think I had originally said back here, but then people were like, nah, it should be in the middle. Do they have pools, like water parks? I would assume so, yeah. I mean, that would make sense that they would. You can also have this kind of castle, but I like this castle. This castle feels more fortressy. More like the king's style. All right, middle. All right, so then like right here. I think this is accurate. Okay. I guess let's just start piling like other houses here too. Ooh, that looks quite nice, I will say. I like it. It feels like a real city. We'll just build on like puzzle pieces. Highly dense area. That's what a city is. Okay, well this turned out a lot better than I thought it would. It looks and feels like a nice city. From far away it looks a little weird, but when you zoom in you're like, ah, that's a big city right there. It's a big one. Is that good? Is that like good for the outer city? The knight should be stationed to the left, since the left is more exposed. It's close to the water, which means they can head out quickly. So like you're saying, like right here, this is where the guards are. I can go with that. We'll just put those there to symbolize the guards. Although I think in reality they would have like more castle-y type buildings, right? We're just using this to symbolize that these are guards, right? That's pretty much what we're doing here. It's not necessarily an exact representation of what this is or what it will look like. It just gives us an idea of what we can expect here, right? And this sort of symbolizes like barracks, right? So that's what we put here, because that's what we can expect. Do that. And of that there, sure. Then we can have like a little military fortress or something right there. How's that? Actually, that feels a little out of place. Let's put it there. There. I like it. I like it. This is looking pretty good. Oh, we can also add a few more of these. Maybe like right there. Actually. There. That's pretty good. All right. Now, over here, is this where we have that like Colosseum type thing? Is that where that is, or was it over here? I don't remember. I feel like it was over here. I feel like the training, the Knights like arena where people could go and visit was here. But then the actual like where the Knights stay, I thought those were over here. Is that right? Like this is where the Knights stay? Does that sound about right? Actually, this one fits a lot better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's about right. Where was that blue tent? Here it is. We'll put a blue tent. Yay! Alright. That's looking pretty good. What should... I know that, like, this is forest, right? Wait. The Whisperers stay in the castle. The other... Yeah, I thought the other Knights... Like, this was where they trained, right? They trained over here. I mean, like, obviously they'll have, like, training areas, like, over here and stuff like that, but... I mean, for the most part, when you get new Knights and you're recruiting new Knights, they train over here. I thought that's what the idea of this was. Then the Whisperers stay in the castle, and then I thought they also each had, like, a place on their own separate island, too. Now that's what that was. Pretty sure. This is just a tad bit too big, and it's annoying me just a little bit. So let me fix that real quick. So big. 8. There we go. That's good. Perfect. Alright, now we can do trees. Let's do a little bit of trees. I'm thinking just the normal trees, you know? Up the placement density a little bit, maybe? So it's a little much. You know? Because people are mad that the forests are disappearing, right? This is supposed to be a foresty island, but they cleared out all the forests, right? That's the story behind it. Gonna get so much hate for putting them all in a line. Relax. I'm thinking we get rid of the trees there. Alright, how's that? Yeah. This is a mountain, so we can do that. We can do the mountains next. What mountains did we use here? What are these mountains? These are... I don't think they're these ones. Is it this? Might be this preset. Hold on. Or maybe not. Was it this one? Hold on. I don't think it was. Hold on, let me find it. Is it? Nope. No. Oh, here it is. This one. Found it. There we go. Does that look right? And while I'm doing the mountains, I also thought, like, should add some sand dunes, you know? Sand dunes in the desert. That is supposed to be a desert, right? I don't know. I don't know. No trees at the bottom because there needs to be ports there. Alright, fair enough. We can remove some of the trees. I'm gonna keep a little bit of them though. Alright, let's add some towns. Inside here I should use the upright rock. Which upright rock? Are you talking like this upright rock? Are you talking about a different upright rock? I think they were, the rocks were all in here, right? Here they are. You're talking about like one of these rocks, like that? That one's wrong color. See, the problem is they just don't fit in very well. There we go. I think that's perfect. I think we should do that. Oh, or actually, we can use one of these. These ones will match the same color, so these ones will fit in a lot better. So we could do something like this. If you're talking about like this upright rock, I don't know what you mean though. Like this? Like, is that what you're talking about? That looks a little weird, though. Never mind. Are you sure? Actually, that one's not bad. I could roll with that. That one's not too bad. Alright, let's do that. Bit too big? I think it's fine. When you're zoomed out, it looks normal. Alright, let's do the ports now. Or just like the town in general. Luna's town. We can do Luna's town. Luna will have a little town right here. This is where Luna lives. Yay! This is where most of the show takes place. Feels nice. And we got a little pathway here that you can use to get to the big city. Let's extend this a little bit. There we go. It gets a little thinner on the outside. A little smaller. So there's like a little long path that you can use to get to the main city. And then maybe you've got a few houses or something over here, just chilling. We'll do that. And then you've got your ports. Are there any more ports? Hello. Here's a few variety ones. Luna's town is big on exports and imports. Then they trade it with the big city. And then you've also got here. And then maybe there's a few other up here. Although, it's a little bit of a hard spot. I don't think an angle rotation is going to fix that. That's an upside down one. Well, actually, mirror. That one sort of works a little bit. It looks a little weird, but it works a little bit in some cases. Hey Joseph, thanks for the 99 cents. I appreciate it. Somewhere in those mountains, very secluded, is a tiny cottage where the hermit teacher lives. Yeah. We could add a little house up here. There's some like good mountain types. Where were they? Was it up here? We could have, or we could make it like a little shrine. But that's pretty big. I want a smaller. These are quite big. Oh, and it's gonna do that. You're gonna make it a little bit difficult for me. Alright, we gotta do this the hard way. There we go. This is where he lives. There's a little house there. Alright. I assume that that's the recap episode. Thanks, Grapefruit. I appreciate it. Blake lives next to a shrine. Well, we can add a shrine then. Alright, let's do that. We got a little, I assume... Where is their school? That's a good question. Let's add their school. I don't want to, like, since it's... I will justify adding a bit more specific stuff here, just because this is their main island. So let's make this the school. Where is their school? Is it farther away from the city, or is it closer to the city? Is it like over here? Is it over here where they have to travel a long distance? I don't think so. I think it would be probably closer over here, right? Oh, a shrine in the mountains? Yeah, well, we should add the school somewhere. Should it be closer to the mountains, or should it be closer down here? There should be suburbs along where the forests are, and that should be where Luna lives. Right. I'm thinking like Luna lives like right around here or over here, right? Luna and Blake live in the town that is needed to go through to get the main city. It will bring more attention to them. Oh, so you're thinking like they live over here. Oh boy, we're dipping again. Alright, looks like we're back. Alright, so you're thinking that they live over here? So then maybe over here? Because I think it'd be nice maybe for the school to be the whole bottom tail. No. So then you are thinking like right around here then, because this is sort of the suburbs of the main city. So what if the school was like right there? No. What? Okay, tell me where you want them to live. I don't... Where? Okay, so you say right here is Brynor, their little town thing. So like right here. Blake can live like right up here. Okay. Good. There's a little town. And there could be like little connector houses or buildings or whatever here. This is where Luna lives. Blake can live up here. There will be a shrine sort of like in the mountains a little bit, close to where Blake lives. Maybe like there. A little secluded. You gotta make a little bit of a trip. Maybe right there. That looks a little bit better. And then we'll just move this house over here. This is where Blake lives. He's got a long distance to go to school. The ports to enter and leave each island is in the sky. They're for airports. Did someone ask something about that? That's... Yeah, these are for, like, boats. But the boats are floating boats. Or the floats. I don't know. No, we're not gonna... No, I'm not that nice. Not that good looking, guys. Don't flatter me. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good about this. What should we do? Oh, while I'm thinking about it, maybe we should do these real quick. Because we have... These are going to be like places. So, for example, the boats or the floats are going to take off from here, stop here to restock, and then go like here and stuff like that. So it's like a... Not a direct path. I mean, I'm sure there are some that would take a direct path, but the idea is you wouldn't have to. So we've got a few of these. There's another plane. I don't know if you can hear the plane. So while I got this tool out, we can add a few of these guys in here. Alright, and then... Gotta be careful, you don't want to go this way, so let's not add any that are facing downward. Well, maybe we'll add one. We'll add one for the barracks, and then we'll have like a little camp here. For the village. Because this is pretty close to the monster islands. You're gonna have a few security measures. Cave Island, no one ever goes to the Cave Island, so... The main islands that are in trouble here are like this one and the normal island. And then maybe the farm island a little bit. The farm island might need some protection, but I feel like they're pretty good. Just put like a little gate. And then we'll have some protections. You know how it is. Gotta protect. They should have inns. Ooh, that's a good idea. We can add like small little buildings too. Like this. That's good. Just in case you need to stay. You never know. Okay, that's good. And then here's some more, just to add some variety, you know. Can't have everything be the same. I have so many symbols, it takes a little while to load. That's why it pauses each time. There's just so many. Blake's childhood house is on the normal island in the mountains again. Okay. Yeah, we could place him over here. Somewhere. Is this a volcano? This is like the same color as the volcano, but I don't know if we made this a volcano. Alright. What else? What should be over here? I feel like this place is missing something, and I don't think it should be more houses. I think it should be more specialized. Like, maybe they do grow a little bit of crops here. Out in the, open here, maybe? What do we think? Yay, nay? Just for the king to get the freshest farm meals each night, you know? Can't ignore the king's needs. Oh, this is a good... I actually like this a lot better than this. Let's do that. Rest in peace, little tree. Alright. Isn't there, like, libraries and museums or something? Yes, but that... It, like, okay, some of, like, the businesses and stuff like that, that's all combined. Like, in the city here. Like, this is houses, like, businesses, museums, libraries, etc. Yeah. Alright. That's looking good. Maybe more training things, so Blake didn't have to travel as far to go become a knight. Well, he's no longer a knight, so my guess is when he moved from the normal island up here to be a knight, he would have stayed, like, obviously in the barracks or over here, wherever he was training, right? Then eventually, when he quit, he moved out in the open. Kings Island is one of my favorite islands. But yeah, that's I'm glad you like it, because it looks complete. There's no, like, real open spaces. You know, it looks like a full island. Looks good. I like it. Mountain Island also looks pretty good. That's got a lot of, I mean, there's not, like, a lot here. Like, there's a lot of empty spaces, but that's sort of the whole idea of it. So, yeah. Really liking the Kings Island. Alright, what should be over here? Are there more, like, barracks and stuff over here? I think maybe that's what we should do. Let's just add a few more barracks. A few more places for the King's Knights. You know? King's gotta have his security. We also gotta have some things over here. So then, let's put just these to symbolize. There's the barracks. Ready for action in case action is ever needed. Alright, I like it. Oh, there's a few more over here. Let's actually put something cool on one of them. Like an abandoned shrine or something. Maybe it has a little bit of value. No one knows why it's there, but it's there. And it's been there for years. If I could live on one of these islands, which would it be? I don't know. The cave island on the inside in the cave, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty slick. King's Island, maybe. I don't know if I'd like to live in a big city. I might like to live more in a town type of area. Maybe. Not sure. Probably not the Pastel Island. Tree Island, maybe, because that's just basically a normal island. And then the normal island, sure. That would probably be my preference. Be one of those. King's Island. It's hard to go wrong with the King's Island, right? Because it's got, like, the king lives there, so you know you're gonna get good service, right? So it's hard to go wrong with the King's Island. Although I say that, and there's a lot of corruption on the King's Island because the king just doesn't care. So, yeah. Could we not talk about Miraculous, please? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Next island. What should the next island be? Should we do... we could do the Monster Islands, the Normal Island, the Tree Island, or the Pastel Island. The Normal Island, Pastel Island, and Tree Island, I feel like are going to be fairly similar. Because there's a lot of different biomes, and we just got to account for that. So, Monster? Alright, there's a few people saying Monster. Why is it buffering? Hopefully it doesn't actually buffer. Okay. What would the Monster Island look like, though? I guess I'll just make it like any other thing. I'm thinking like maybe more of like this type of house. Maybe for the outskirts. Because they are quite limited on the materials that they can access. Because they don't have access, like all of these islands are essentially, like they're all ruled under the same person. So they all have access to the same materials. So if you need like metal, you just get it imported from the mountain island. Monsters don't have that kind of luxury. So they have to rely on the things that they have here. So I think their houses are not going to be as nice. So I think maybe something like this. Okay, they just got... So that's more for barracks. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Then they've got trees. Which, what kind of trees would they have? They have like forests here. Or is this like, they've got like hill forests. Like I imagine that this stuff here is a little bit hillier. And they've also got trees. Let's actually add the hills. It's not mountains, it's hills. So something maybe more like this. That looks more like a mountain, actually. This looks more like a hill. I can go with that. Hills. Okay. Trees matching the island. Like, what kind of trees would that be? Like... more pine trees? Cypress trees? This is kind of interesting. Looks sort of like a flame. It's like a stick. I feel like this fits the vibe pretty well. They've got big sticky trees all throughout the hills. Very interesting. What are we thinking of that? Is that like a good tree for the monster islands? We could also do like... well, these are... oh, this is mushrooms. It's not really a tree. I think that's really the most exotic tree. From what it looks like. Color of the land. I mean, yeah. That automatically colors it. How close are these islands from each other? Out the mushrooms on the purple island. Yeah, we can, like, on this purple island, or... oh, yeah. I guess this would be the purple island. Alright, we can do... we can do the mushrooms on the purple island. Oh, we could... ooh. Which tree variants do we like better? Do we like this tree or this tree? Say orange or red for whichever tree type you like better. At least the design. It does. It's not like it too much, but the purple will have the mushrooms. But as far as the trees, which design do you like? Do you like this design or do you like the design down here? Does no one have a preference? Guys? Okay, you know what? Since I didn't get any response, I'm going to make the decision myself, and I choose that we're using these. They've got big trees. On the hills. Alright, and then here, I mean, there could be like maybe a few trees scattered around. But for the most part, they got mushrooms. It's quite interesting. They've got mushroom houses. A lot of these houses maybe are made out of mushroom. Maybe mushrooms are really good material to build houses out of. It's strong. Maybe. Interesting. We can also put the mushrooms over here. While we're thinking about it. Alright. The middle is where the demons live. Yeah, I'm thinking this is where the head honchos of the monster island live, sort of like the monster kings. I don't know if they have a king or if they have like a civilized government and they have multiple people. I don't know. But either way, we can give them a little castle. Right there. Boop. There it goes. And then we'll just have our typical... Maybe the elites... Maybe there's some elites here that have some nicer housing. And then it goes back to this. I can make it light. I don't know what you mean by that. I can't really change the color of these ones. And then I feel like they need some sort of farming. So I'll just put some farms around here so that way they can actually have food. They farm a lot of mushrooms, maybe. That's good. And then they can have some barracks. Just scattered around, you know, like you do. All right. If the ground is messed up, is the ground messed up? Did we ever decide? I don't really remember that, but I mean that would make sense as to why. Here's the thing though. I think there's enough monsters to where they cannot be sufficient on just stealing food. There's too many to feed, so they have to have some sort of food. But it would make sense that they would have shortages often, in which case they would want to go try to steal stuff. Oh, okay, what if? Your typing's a little off today. So, yes, I think that's a good idea. I like that. That makes sense to why they would have to go steal. So, here's my proposal. We pick one island to have some farms, or two, either one. But there's not enough. There are some, so that way there's enough for maybe 70% of people to have food. But then, you know, that's 30% who aren't getting enough food, right? So they do, or maybe it's closer to 80%. Yeah. Demons are sufficient on eating the life force of other monsters. Yeah, that's a little grim, but makes sense, maybe. All right, so what island or islands do we want to have the farms? Which ones are we thinking? Are we thinking the fungus? The purple? What if the farms were on the center or on the main building so that only the leaders got the bulk of it? I don't think there's enough. Well, I mean, I suppose if you took out some of these, you could put them in. But if they don't really need it, then I think they just eat the other monsters. Then you would just put it out here, I think. Right? So definitely not purple. So maybe blue and orange. Red? I don't know. Well, there is water on red. We should also add other lakes. Like when we enlarge this one, we should add more lakes and stuff. Why don't we do blue and orange? Let's do blue and orange. Actually, red has a lot of barracks. Let's do red and orange. Let's do these two. That I think looks good. Got red, orange farms. The rest does not. Let's add a little bit of barracks here. Here we go. Fill the space a little bit better. And then we have a little docking. Little docking stations. I wish there was some that were facing the other way, but oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. Alright, that's fine. Alright, are we good on the monster islands? That's looking pretty good. Not literally eat. They're not human. We can have fun with concepts, yeah. Alright. Imagine them having a good time on the cave island. Raves. And they have masquerades. Maybe because no one realizes there are monsters. That could be interesting. Because the cave island is definitely one that's a little bit more susceptible to attack. It's right over here. Yeah, normal island, spiral island, and cave island are the three most susceptible. Also farm island. Farm island would be more down here. So, yeah, farm island would be like right around here if this was like a sphere, right? Around here. So, you know, it's a little dangerous. Why are the two side islands colorless? They're not colorless. They are mountains. So I guess I can add like a little mountain. There. Big mountain. Alright, well we are making pretty good progress. How many islands have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've done 4 islands, and all of these other little ones. We only have 3, yeah, like 3 islands left. We might be able to finish today. We've got 45 minutes left, so we're on track. If we spend 15 minutes on each of the islands, we'll be good. So that's nice. I'm glad we are liking the look of the islands. I think it's looking a lot better now. Now that we see what's all going on. The demons are more of elder gods. Well, not demons. It's a misunderstanding. Sort of. I mean, the reason why they're labeled like demons and like monsters and stuff like that is, I think for the most part, because of their environment, right? Like, say you took a monster child, right, and brought them to a normal island, they would fit in fairly well, and if you raised them there, right? Because, I mean, all throughout the normal society, they have, like, you know, dragon people and all this stuff, right? But it's because they were raised on the monster islands and they were taught to act a certain way just because that's how everyone acted and stuff like that. Because of their environment, that's how they grew up, and so, I mean, they don't know any better, so that's why they're labeled as, like, monsters, just because they were raised, and their whole environment and society is more savage than what's on the more normal islands, right? So that's why they are the way that they are. And it would be hard to change that. Like, that's why the king just doesn't want to touch them, right? Is because he's like, yes, in theory, if we took every... Word the red, just a second. Let me wait for it to even out. I don't know why it's in the red. Alright. Supposedly we're back to normal. I don't know. Anyway, if the king was like, supposedly if we were to take every single monster child from the monster island, raise them on the normal island, for example, raise them as normal, you know, people of Ilarians. Back in the red again. Is anyone else buffering? Alright, looks like we're back. Yeah. So, yeah, anyway, the king just doesn't want to deal with it, because it's like, it would be super hard to change, because you would have to essentially enact huge changes, and you wouldn't really, like, it wouldn't work. It'd just be really hard. I didn't read all of your Greek mythology ramble. If I did, I don't remember it. So, I'm sorry. The king is racist? I don't know. I don't know if it would be called racism. More of speciesism, I think. Maybe. I think the king would have some sort of, like, speciesism attribute, because I'm sure that he would, especially because he views, I would think, he's been alive for a while, so I think he may have started out you know, liking, because he thought that the kings were corrupt, so he has a good sense of justice, but I'm sure he thinks he belittles people that are lower than him, which is everyone. So I think he does have some sort of, like, you know, speciesism, or like whatever you want to call it. Yeah. A little bit of buffer. I don't know why it's so bad. Like it goes from red to green. And I don't know why it's doing that. It's unfortunate. Like, it's doing it again. I would appreciate it if you did not do that anymore, stream. Unless she is a descendant of a type of demon, those are the cause, because they were dangerous. And that makes Lala. Far related to those. Yeah. So I think it's more of their environment. Like, yes, they are more dangerous. They maybe have different attributes, like, because maybe they are a different type of species. I'm not entirely too sure. Like, they have, like, the demons and the more dangerous type of species, and who are more susceptible to anger. But I think for the most part, if they were raised correctly, they would learn to control that natural anger that they may have. But it's just like, that's a lot of work, and that's why the king's just like, I'm not gonna bother with it. You speak of the demons who are a species. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I know that there's some difference. Is there a pronunciation difference? Is it daemons or demons? I don't know. I thought it was the same pronunciation. I think it's more about the king using the monsters as a way to create fear and keep control over the people. That's also another aspect of it, because the king realizes that okay. Just a second. Let me see if I can figure out why this is happening. Just a second. It's gonna go. All right. I have no idea if that's gonna be more stable. All I did was turn off and back on my Wi-Fi, so we'll see if that works. If it does, fantastic. If not, oh well. We're 40 minutes away from ending, so hopefully it's not that big of a deal. All right. It's the same pronunciation, but what they represent is not. Right. Yeah, no. There's different levels of the monsters on the Monster Islands, right? You have, like, the demons, which you're talking about, which are, like, the heads, right? Like, those are the ones who control the other monsters. Like, they have, they are a lot closer to, like, these, like, normal Ilarians. Are we back? Hello? Are we good? It's been weird. My internet, OBS just sometimes likes to die, and because my internet is fine, it's just OBS is like, hot. Nope, I'm gonna have issues. It does this every once in a while. Luckily, it's not like every single time. It's just every once in a while. So looks like we are back online. Hopefully this is fixed now. I don't know. 'Cause what I did on OBS is I stopped streaming and I restarted streaming, so hopefully that maybe fixed it. If not, I don't know. If we keep having this issue a few more times, then I'm just gonna end it. But hopefully we're good. What was I talking about? Something. Google Greek demon. You will see that they are the older version of the mythological angels and demons. The Bible gave the word a negative connotation. Okay, yeah. But anyway, the basic gist of it, right, is that they are, at least in our story, they are the ones that sort of run the monster islands, right? Like, they, I don't want to say manipulate, but sort of manipulate the other monsters, because they're just like, look, you don't got anyone else, like, you wouldn't be able to survive because maybe you're just not as smart or whatever. So we will teach you how to survive and how to do all this stuff, how to farm, things like that. And in return, you will serve us. And then they are just like the head species of the monster islands, and they live on this centerpiece here. So, anyway, we should get focused on the other islands. We may not finish today. Had we started a few minutes ago, we may have finished, but I don't know. It's unlikely. Alright, what are we doing? I think there's just a lot of different little towns and civilizations on the normal island, right? That's sort of the whole story behind it. Is it's just like a place for people to live. That's essentially what it is, right? So you got just like scattered villages all around. They're gonna tend to be closer to the water. That's all this island is, really. It's just a place for people to live. Not much variety here. Probably should mix it up a little bit. Maybe a little town up there, some stuff over here. You know. I don't know. Smaller villages further away, yep. At a few big cities and farms near the water, alright. I can do that. Got some nice farms over here. This, I believe, was supposed to be like an area with a lot of the, like the flame grass or the fire grass or whatever. So this is like a volcano area, I think. Got a few farms in there. Yeah, and then you can have like little smaller islands on the outskirts. The sand dunes, I think you're gonna have a lot less. Let's have a little barracks area. For the knights. Got little ports. Let's increase the size. There we go. It's a little bit better. Alright, I'm liking it. Switch over to this one now. Alright. That looks good. What else? We got trees. What app is this? This is Wonder Draft. It's like 30 bucks. It's quite good. Let's see. Well, while we're on the symbols tab, let's do that because it takes a little while to load. Oh, we can do Volcano. Volcano. Volcanoes are cool. What else? Is there maybe like a little settlement in the mountain? We're gonna have to do some weird stuff there. I'll just put those there for now. I'll move them up later. What else? Need an agua break. Just a second. You need to put ports in the middle of the lake. Do I? I suppose I can put a few. You could travel. Can't really have any facing up ones though. Well, I can put one there. I'll move the volcano a little bit in a second. What else? Aside from like trees and stuff. That's like pretty much it, right? Like, it's a pretty generic, pretty normal island, you know? That's sort of what it is. Can we put rocks in the volcano area? Sure, we can add some rocks. The rocks are... Where are the rocks? Here they are. They were just here. I don't know what happened to them. Here they are. Rockety rocks. Not a big fan of this one. I'll move that in a second. There we go. Got some rocks there. Should make a city on an island or on the mainland. I think like a big city is gonna be like right here. Like this is middle. Or maybe that's right here. I don't know. One of these like central areas. That's where the capital will be. Buffered again. Why are you doing this to me? OBS, why are you being stupid? Okay, let's move on to trees. Actually, first let's do this modification stuff here. Let's put that here. Move that out of the way. Put that back there. Boom. Looking good. This +1. Put it up here. Also a +1. Up on the mountain. Was there something else I was gonna move? I think that was it. Right, we can move this one out a little bit here. And that's fine. I think that's looking good. No! Why are you doing this? Ah! I'm sorry, I don't know why it's doing this. OBS, relax. Okay, if it does it like 2 more times, I'm just gonna end. Because I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, let's do trees. I'm thinking like more foresty, right? In these areas. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a different tree variety. Maybe we'll go with these trees. A little bit of a denser type of tree. You know? Alright, I'm liking that. We got the pink or the purple trees. Then we have also got the sakura trees. Oh, those look so nice. I like it. Then over here, we've got a lot more grass. This is more plains. So we can add the flame grass. Not really any trees. Maybe there's a few trees. We can add like a few, maybe like palm tree type things. Those actually look really good. I like that. And then over here, oh, this was supposed to be like a canyon type of place, right? So maybe there's not a village here. Let's find a canyon. The hidden singing root spot, or root spot. That was like right here, right? It was like right here. No. Right here. I'll add a street there or something. Alright, canyon type. Where was it? I mean, it may have just been those. Is there any like preset canyons or something that'll make it a little bit easier? Oh, these are like cliffside. Not really a canyon. Alright, it's fine. Oh wait, hold on. I like these ones on here. I'll do it myself. I will make my own canyon. I can find it. Where'd it go? Where were they? They were right around here. Ah, here they are. Guess there are some pretty good presets here. Alright, something like this. Ooh, nice. Oh, would you look at that? Canyons galore. Oh, yes, please. I like it. Although, they're quite big. They don't go much smaller than this. I like it. Oh, those are spicy. Spicy canyons. You love how the normal island has the most variety? It just has the most biomes. I mean, that we've done so far. Tree Island and Pastel Island also have a lot of biomes, but that's just sort of how it is. Alright, those canyons look quite good. I like it. What else? Is that it? Oh yeah, the tree thing. One singular big tree. What did the tree look like? Was it something like that? Is that good? Yeah, those are some pretty spicy canyons, if you ask me. Alright. Looking... If Ralunix gives me the okay for that tree, then it'll be good. Let's add a few trees up in here. All right. What tree type were these? Was it this one? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just going to assume that that is good. All right. Pretty good. I'm liking it. It's looking pretty good. Man, this map is feeling quite nice. Though there are a few smaller ones. Okay, yes, but when we can do the more detail here, but I just want to put that as a label, so we can deal with that a little bit later. Yeah. All right. Cool. You're almost done. We are doing pretty good. Also, more. I feel like there has to be. We didn't add any trees here, and I don't know why we didn't, because there are definitely trees here. Let's add some trees here. Because, you know, of course you're going to have some forests in the research island, right? Maybe you got a few palm trees. Or whatever these things are. We can put those there. Got some weird trees. Oh, cool. Got a little flower area, maybe. Just touching up this area a little bit more. We can add sand dunes and canyons. Let's go back down to the canyons when we switch back over there. More rocks. So make this island feel a lot better, I think. Whatever these things are, bushes. Nah, that doesn't look very good. Okay, let's do this. Let's find some relatively calmer mountains. Ones that feel more like a hill than a mountain. This is the sand dunes. These ones feel a little calmer. Well, maybe not that one. I changed my mind. I don't like that one as much. There we go. That's a lot more calm. There we go. Much better. All right. What else? Canyon. All right, let's do that. Do a giant tree on the island. We'll do that for the tree island. We could definitely do a giant tree. Those pines are not weird trees. Yeah, I know. That was just... They're tall trees. They're different trees. Alright, oh, I guess I already have the canyon selected. Alright. Fantastic. It's a little bit big, though. So we'll just do ones that fit a little bit better here. Because of the size. Alright, that's fine. No one's gonna notice. Actually, I am. I'm gonna want to change this size. Much better. Much better. Alright, that's good for me. On that, maybe we'll add... grass or something over here. Something like that. Alright, I am liking the research island a lot better now. Let's put the same thing over here. Okay, that has a lot more pizzazz to it. I like it. Ooh. Alright. Well, we only have 2 islands left. We've got the Pastel Island and the Tree Island. Since we were talking about the big tree, let's just... And we're on the tree page. Let's do the giant tree. They might actually have a better tree in this symbol. So let's see if they have... Pastel, please. Okay, fine. We can do the pastel, but I do want to put in a tree while I'm thinking about it. Oh. This one kind of feels like a world tree, though. I like it. Let's go with that. There's our big tree. Although I will say it covers up quite a lot, so I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. And that actually covers... There we go. It's maybe a little... There. That way we can still see everything that's going on. It had to be done. I was going to make it big, but it has to be a little smaller. So we'll do that. Alright, moving on to the Pastel Island. There should be a jail. I mean, yeah, there are definitely jails. The Rubik's Cube jail. Alright. So for the Pastel Island, we need... It's essentially a tourist area, as well as, like, I mean, you can... There's people that live here. But a lot of things, like beaches. Like, this is all beach, pretty much. With houses and stuff like that. Palm trees are going to be present. I think more specifically in a few specific biomes. And then I guess just like a lot of scattered like cities, right? Or towns. You know, right? Like that's pretty much what the Pastel Island is. Lots of trees and lots of different little cities. No matter which I do, it feels like a repeat. Maybe something like that. The cute little plants. Yeah, something like that. They've got a lot of different things here. And then like they've got like the expensive housing maybe. Like you got some luxury homes over here. Like this is where all the rich people live. On the Pastel Island. You can add some variety in here too. Alright. Then there's a house here. This is where... Who lives here again? I think one of the Whisperers lives here, right? I don't remember. Yeah, there is background music. I have to turn it up a little bit if you don't hear it. It's not playing right now, I just started a new track. You like the old background music? Yeah, I switched it all when I revamped. Wedding spot? That was like... Isn't there like... Okay, we can have a dedicated spot for that, maybe. What's a good building? Here, let's do this. There we go. That's the wedding spot. Add flowers. Okay, here's the thing. I don't really want to add flowers because there's too big, like, there's gonna be flowers and trees, I think. So I mean, I can add some flowers, but not all flowers, right? When we zoom in, there will be more flowers. We can add some flowers here, though. There's your flowers. Okay, which one were the soccer ones? Were they this? I think that was this. I think it was that. Yeah. All right, we got the pink trees. We've got the orange trees. Although there's probably not very many trees on the outskirts here, because this is all beach. We've got the yellow trees. Maybe the yellow trees are more like this. The blue, let's make the blue like willow. And then the green, we got these, nah. Used these trees before, but it's fine. Alright, how are we feeling about these? We got the beaches. I know, it's nothing's to scale here. We're just doing it as a representation as to what we can expect to find on each of the islands. Trees are so based, or are based on the land. Yeah. I don't know, just to show that there's like different biomes here. Different attributes to the biomes. Alright. Let's add some more rich people houses over here. The higher up houses. Which one? They were these ones. And then... yeah, there we go. Then we can add some ports. Not a very good place, but I'll put one there. Put one there. Then here, unmirror. Let's put a little bit of barracks, you know. You can never be too safe on a Pastel Island. Okay, looking good. Alright. Well, actually, let's add some little docks for this one as well. Gotta go boating on the river. Alright. Is that the Pastel Island? Fantastic. Alright. We got 7 minutes. We might be able to do the tree island. Tree island is also gonna have a lot of forest, I think. Let's do mushrooms over here. Yeah, you get one little line of flowers. That's all you get. It's okay. There will be more flowers eventually. We got the cool mushrooms. We got cherry blossoms. We should probably have put in the cities first, but whatever. I'll just add them in later. Dense forest right here. Dense. Goes from a dense forest to a not dense forest. Okay, there. All right. Then we haven't really used this tree type before. Let's put that there. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's put these. Then we got this. And then again over here. Alright. Now we've got the forest. This is truly the tree island. As of right now. Now, we have to add... Mushrooms looking funky? A little bit. It's a little weird, but you know what? All it's meant to do is give a representation of what we can expect to see. Yeah. Goes from a dense forest to a not so dense forest. It's like each island has their own nation. I mean, sort of. I mean, each island has its own, like, theme. Right? Each one has something different. Alright. Let's add. You like this one? We haven't used those ones before. Let's do some plopping. Plop, 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 plop. Yeah, I kind of like that look, actually. I kind of like the look of these houses in the deep forest. Looks quite nice. Makes it feel like they are really in a tree island, which makes sense, because it's called the tree island. Well, it's a little bit harder to get that same feeling with this one, because the trees are so big. Actually, yeah, let's put one here. It's there. We'll know it's there, but the trees will forever be blocking it. Alright. And then, I don't know if anyone's going to actually want to live in this one. Alright. Not bad, I will say. There's another plane. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. The plane went by. Okay, let's add some barracks. Never have enough barracks. So I'll just put trees on this. Take some trees. Barracks hiding in the trees. Where's the mushroom? Here's the mushroom. I felt like this one was missing. Oh wait, no, he's already got it. All right, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All right. We've got... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd the good fluff and torch, or not fluff and torch, whatever that one is. Where'd the tree go? Oh, I had it selected. I guess that was the right one. Alright. Boom. Let's add a few more trees in here. Says the tree island after. Okay. I like it. Then we can add a few things to get across. I don't really want to put any like buildings or anything here because this is sort of like the sacred spot. Or do we want the central town to be around this tree? I don't know which one we want to do. Should we do it? Should we do the central town around the tree, or should the tree be the only thing on this island? Good questions to be asking. Should it only be the tree itself? Okay. Alright. That's fine. I'm down with that. We can do that. Although I do think it's like a touristy area. So, like, tourists would come here and, like, just go visit around the tree. So maybe there'd be, like picnic benches and stuff like that. And then there's probably some sort of gate, I would imagine. Or it's like you have to pay an entry fee, because obviously they're going to charge for it, right? So maybe you gotta like pay here and then you get access in or something. I don't know. Okay, cool. Well, I'm happy to announce that for the most part, we're done. With the general map of Ilaria. That's awesome. We were very productive today. We did 1, 2, 3. Well, there might be some dead trees here. I'm not sure. I don't know. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. 8. Let's round that up to 8 for these ones too. We did 8 islands today. That's pretty awesome. It'd be nice if Nico's side of the notebook, there could be one Callisto. Had full of sketches and info about things that he saw, like trees, an island. Okay, I like that. Yeah. They can find like this cool little notebook of all these like hidden treasures. Maybe we'll show them. Oh, I guess we didn't do this. I don't know what's here. And then we can like maybe visit some of those spots, and the viewers can be like, "Oh, look, this is the same spot that was in that notebook." You know. Yeah, okay. So it's not like completely done. Next stream, I think what we'll do is we will go around to each island, touch it up a little bit, you know, we'll start here, and we'll be like, all right, what do we want to change? What do we want to add? We'll do that, and then if we have time, we can get started on the King's Island. Don't know how we're going to do that. I might have to set that up beforehand, so that way when we're ready to switch, it's an easy transition. But for now, we're good. We're really far in. We did a good job today. Very productive. We were on track. It's good. All right, well, it's a little bit past our time, so I will see you in the next stream, probably next week, unless if something comes up, in which case you will know, because I will let you know. Yeah, thank you for joining me again this week. I'm sorry we did have a few internet issues, and I don't know why. OBS just decided to be stupid, but have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. And yeah, I will see you either tomorrow if you watch Miraculous Monday, or next Sunday if you only do the streams. So, yeah. Alrighty. I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye, everybody. Have fun.